Como son las sientes, capturó mis sueños y de tus labios salen más de 1000 suspiros. Y solo quiero ser tu piel, rozando entre mis ideas, dándome consejos, cuidándonos mutuamente. Y siento en el aire tus latidos y está amaneciendo, es tu esencia. Y solo quiero ser tu piel, rozando entre mis ideas, dándome consejos, cuidándonos mutuamente. Para, pa, pa, para, pa, pa, para, para, pa, pa, para, pa, para.
Hit it already! Ow! Welcome to Humpcast, everybody, the show where a couple of buds get buzzed and ring in the new year with all my friends and you here. My name's Garrett Lee.
I'm Ryan D.
And I'm Ricky C.
And I'm Jazzy Jazz.
Today we have Jeff. What?
Oh, shit.
Ooh. What is up, everybody? Good day, good evening, good whatever around the world it is, whatever time it is for you. Hope you're having a good one. All right, see you guys starting up in the chat. Love to see you. Love to see you. Just like every episode, we start off with an alcoholic beverage of some sort. Today's no different. So we're gonna start off with Ricky C. What are you drinking, bro?
Oh, well, I'm actually not drinking alcohol.
I love that
because,
every single time I ask you. Oh, me?
Oh, you would start.
Oh, hello there. Didn't see you there. But yeah, so I'm not drinking alcohol today or this month of January, just to start 2021 off fresh. But what I do have is something, the Lagunitas hop water. How do I do this? There we go.
Cute.
So yeah, no alcohol, but still the sort of, I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't even say it's like alcohol taste. It just tastes good. It's basically just carbonated water.
Okay.
Do you feel like you're doing this because you drank too much 2020?
We all.
Yeah, absolutely.
One of us drank too much.
And I was joking about it. We were talking about like my nieces and nephews at some point are gonna ask me like, "Oh, how was it during the 2020 pandemic?" I'll be like, "I don't fucking remember." I was fucked up the whole time.
There was a meme like that, and I was like, "That's funny," but no, it's very serious.
Yeah,
Yep.
I was absolutely drunk throughout the entire
the whole thing, all of it.
Mm-hmm.
I know a lot of my girlfriends that I work at this bar in Hollywood, and I remember at the beginning of January of 2020, they were like, we have to get some mocktails on the menu, and I'm like, why? like for the beginning of January, like we have to, and then a month and a half after, we get pandemic, and they were like, why the fuck did we do that? That was the worst idea of like not drinking. It didn't even matter. We needed to drink that time because that was the only time you were able to go out, like normal people. That was the worst idea.
Oh shit! Was that? Sorry, I pulled up the YouTube thing real quick.
Got it.
Cool. Ryan D, are you drinking?
I am. I got an insurance check today, so I got some money.
There you go. You applause for that, bro. Good job.
So I'm having these the Express Tangerine. They're upside down. Apparently, Stone painted a bunch of those upside down
Nice.
on accident. So on the box, they have like a thing that just says they ended up doing it on accident, and they just put them out anyway.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Good little model.
I live with I live with this older gentleman who gentleman's a stretch, but he drinks nothing but Bud Light, and so like we kind of been going back and forth. Like I'll drink some of his beers and then like I'll replace them, but then I'm like, fuck, I don't have any more money. So all I have to do is so I have to drink so I've just been drinking Bud Light. Because it's like we've just been going back and forth on buying each other 18 packs because I'll drink some, he'll drink some, and then I'm just like, fuck it. And so this time I finally actually had some extra money to like buy myself something and him an 18 pack. So
Right.
Nice.
Okay. Jazzy, are you drinking it all right now?
Yeah, I'm having a little bit of vodka with some grapefruit juice and bitters.
Ooh, fun.
there you go.
Fancy.
Nice.
I love whenever we have another bartender on because we actually have nice drinks, which is also kind of funny because today is one of the first times that I've had not a really nice drink, and there's a reason for that. I'm going to show you exactly what I'm drinking and why I'm drinking it.
You drink out your whole bar?
No, almost, dude. Every time I go to Costco for my booze, they're like, "Oh, are you having a party?" I'm like, "No, I'm depressed." And
No, this is all for me.
That's what the liquor store guy asked me the last time I went in there, and I just bought cases of beer and like a giant bottle, and I was like, and he's like, "Having a party?" I'm like, "No."
No. All I do is sit at my house to prevent other people from dying, but that makes me even more sad, so I drink it all.
Yeah.
Yep.
I know. It's the worst. And I live with another bartender who also drank the worst. He's like, you drank the whole bottle of tequila, the whole Jameson. And I'm like, dude, I didn't know what else to do.
Yeah. I mean, I don't live with bartenders, but I live with alcoholics. So we're like, I was like, I replaced the bottle of tequila I finished, and then they had like this much, and then the whole bottle was gone like the next week, and I was like, fuck, I didn't even get to touch it.
I don't know if we have more expensive getting drunk, but we definitely have fancier drunk. I think it's pretty expensive too, though.
Yeah.
I know I've spent lots of money on booze.
Yeah, either way.
Yeah.
The whole motherfucking unemployment stimulus check on booze.
Especially in the beginning. So in the beginning, when I had an employment and they were like giving you a bonus, I'm like, well, what the fuck else am I spending my money on? So I just bought more booze.
Oh, I know.
Right.
Oh, I know. I spent all my money on alcohol and other things.
Other things.
Well, let me tell you what I'm drinking now. So
Yeah.
So I am drinking. You may be familiar with this.
Nice.
Yeah.
This my shit. All girls don't be like this. So it's got to still happen like that.
Yes.
I ain't no that girl, but I did get a can of
You got
Twisted.
a Twisted Tea.
Nice.
This guy's armed, everybody. This guy's armed.
I brought a Twisted Tea to a gunfight.
Bro, you're strapped right now on this podcast. Why?
I have a katana. I have bow and arrow. I have a Twisted Tea. You shouldn't fuck with me right now.
Most dangerous, dude.
Yeah. Tea's more dangerous.
It's true. I've also never had one of these. Ryan said he has. They're good.
They're good, and there's a lemonade one too.
Oh.
You know what's the funniest thing about that video? Well, I was surprised because I thought that was the end of the video. I saw one where the guy gets hit in the face with the Twisted Tea, and then it ended.
Cheers.
Cheers. But then I'm surprised he got back up after the fucking can exploded on his face.
Oh no, yeah, I saw the whole video.
Up.
Yeah.
He still got back
Yeah.
up to play, and that guy fucked him up, man.
That was a fucking hard hit. And he's just like,
He deserved
I'm
it.
back. I'm back.
Came back with them. Came back with that shit.
Yeah.
Is he like on meth or something?
Probably.
But then I think he like took him down again, and then
And then he
eventually
beat the shit out of him. I mean, he clocked him a few times after he fucking exploded a can in his face.
Just more twisted teas.
Just he just pulled back, motherfucker.
he's like, one more sec. Let me go back to the fridge. He just pulled out a bunch more.
I'm fully loaded.
Just fucking loads up.
He gave him a stunner.
That's funny. Well, yeah. So you're doing so we're all kind of drinking ish.
Yeah, just, Ricky's taking a break.
Well, I was
It's still in a beer bottle though. It's still in a beer bottle, so you know.
It can't.
Yeah.
He's like your alcoholic who was on his fifth try and stop.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I still
I'm
remember.
not giving it up totally.
Yeah,
Just
I
a
still
month.
remember one of the first times, like, Ricky was like, "I'm quitting drinking, bro. I'm quitting," and we were like,
Hilarious.
we were like 21. So I'm like, "You're quitting drinking?" He's like, "Yeah, last time." So I was actually with my girlfriend at the time. We were in bed. Ryan and Ricky call me up. They're like, "You gotta come over, man.
Oh, that's right.
Ricky's having his last beer ever," and I'm like, "No, he's not." It's like his last beer. Fine. So
And you went over there.
I got out of bed. My girlfriend's like, "Where are you going?" I'm like, "It's Ricky's last beer. He's not gonna drink anymore." And she straight up left. And I'm like, "All right, well then I get to go hang out with Ricky and Ryan." And then
That was the funniest thing. That was the funniest thing because Ricky and I had been drinking all day, and that was the only time Ricky had brought me over to his parents' house when they weren't home to get fucked up. That was the first time.
That's right. Yeah.
First time ever that we were at your house. Usually it was my house. My house was the flop house. You know, everyone was at my pad.
Because I was actually 21 by then, so I could legally drink in their ass.
So we bought a bunch of beer, and then you're like, "I'm not going to drink anymore." Oh, because you were going to do some strict diet or some shit like that, right?
Yeah. It was just a diet thing.
And so I called him Garrett because we were getting hammered and having such a good time. We were broing out, and I was like, "Garrett needs to be here right now. It's your last beer ever."
Yeah.
Last few 50 beers.
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, we had like 1,000 beers that night.
great time.
I can't believe it. And the next day you didn't drink? That's how you did it? I would have had to woken up and been like, "Here's the dog."
He was throwing up too much to drink.
Yeah, exactly.
So you had a reason.
You're welcome, by the way.
I never drink again.
I'm actually drinking less too, so I it's not a resolution because I don't believe like in just making a resolution for a new year, but I'm drinking less, especially since quarantine. I'm making it so that I'm just drinking on Tuesdays, which is for the show, because it's my job, and throughout the week, maybe like one at the most or two or whatever, or less would be great. But I'm not making like a strict. I'm never gonna drink. Or
you guys just have way more self-control than I do.
Well, yeah, because that's the thing. Like, I've been getting a lot of people have been getting like really, really drunk, and now I'm telling myself, wait until like 8 p.m., maybe 9, and then have one drink, and then try and chill.
Yeah. And the weekend, but the weekend changes. What about the weekend?
Oh no, I'm saying if there's an occasion or
if weekends are a thing again,
like it, I can do that.
Yeah.
I think once my knee fully heals, I might take another month off, like I did last year. That you guys don't believe I did.
Well, I think your knee would heal a lot better if you stopped drinking.
It's probably true.
You're like, why though? Why would I do that?
I mean, what is?
I'm gonna get tissue. 1 second.
What is this science? Is that true? Is that would it stop? Would it be feel better if I stop? I don't know, because I feel better. Because I feel better when I drink. It feels better.
Well, yeah, because it's making you feel better. What I'm saying is that your body is not being able to heal if it's drunk. So I was talking to Ricky about the same thing, similarly, where you can't digest and metabolize stuff if you have alcohol because it has to go the alcohol first. So like my body, I was drinking so much and like shit wasn't healing, and I'm like, fuck. Like I had done something to my hand when I was working out, and like it had been months, and I'm like, maybe if I just stop drinking, and that feels a lot better.
Well, I mean, I honestly, if I'm being real, like I haven't been just based out of necessity because I can't afford it. I haven't been drinking that much like lately.
And you look great.
Shut up. But
I feel guilty. I feel like I've been on a roll.
Yeah,
I'm trying to see like how much can I take?
Yeah, I mean,
also you look great, but you're a dancer. You actually move for a living, whereas we're in front of computers all day.
Yeah,
I'll drink that whole tequila, and then on my way go buy little shooters, and then what am I going to drink on the way back? And
my kind of.
I figured it out. I figured it out. Wine. I don't drink wine. I can't do wine, even though I still do it.
Mm-hmm.
I just should not. I should not.
Hey, so what are you doing this Saturday?
Why? Where you at? What's going on? Big Bear? You doing the Big Bear?
I got the bottle of tequila that we might last us 2 days. I'm not sure. No, it's just I did feel great that time that I took that fucking. I took like I think it was like last fucking goddamn it. I don't know. When did I get back into skateboarding? It was wait, what happened? We switched.
I realized I could do that. This is better.
Weird.
He thinks I look better on top.
Yeah. I mean, everyone looks better on top when they're on top of me.
I
did not look good on top. I did not. No.
I was gonna say, Ryan. I want to do an impression of Ryan, but just all of us were just like,
just beads of sweat
dripping.
Yeah. Ugh.
I'm pick up Lemmy, put him to the camera.
Yeah. Anyway, I felt great that time that I did I took a month off of drinking and I just skated every fucking day, and I was like, that was when I was like I was really starting to get everything going and feeling good, and then my brother started getting into it, and then it was like Saturdays he wanted to go, but Saturdays consisted of getting hammered and getting skating, which was when I was doing some of my better shit, but because getting back because I was getting ballsier, and I was like, oh, I need to drink at least 3 beers before I try this again, and then which led to me eventually getting hurt again.
Oh shit!
Well, I was gonna say that's probably what like Jasmine figured out. She's like, I can be drunk, but I can dance it all off, and it doesn't even fucking matter.
I mean, that's exactly what it is.
That's the life. That's the life.
So, all right, nice. I think it's a good segue to get into Jazzy. So you are a dance teacher, you are an actress, you are doing all this fun stuff. Tell us what's been going on with you, and like especially during quarantine. How have you been handling, and what have you been doing besides having fun, getting drunk like all of us?
But non-usual. You know, quarantine, COVID has been definitely a little an awakening for all of us, especially in this industry. A lot of my friends are musicians, actors, and dancers, and we all. I very much felt it. I've been very blessed that I made I did not just have one job throughout this whole time. I've had several jobs, so it's kept me kind of sane and lucky enough to have business. Yeah. But it's 50-50. There's some days are better, some days are But luckily, I'm still working. I'm healthy, and we're all thriving to be here where we are. Personally, for me, I feel like I feel not as busy, but busy. I'm still occupied. I've met a lot of new people. The online thing has really changed for good. A lot of the stuff that I was doing was very personal and studio, one-on-one, or at home. So I love this online thing, and slowly but surely we're doing the studio thing. Our studio that I work for hasn't closed. He's been very well with keeping both his studios open. Yeah. So I work consistently, whether it was just recording online classes or YouTubes or Instagram stuff, whatever. But so that's kept me going. And about a couple months ago, it's just all of a sudden everybody was just like, fuck it, and we got to get back to work. And I've had a few big artist jobs. I think because of COVID, a lot of places out here in LA were cheaper to rent, less people working, less people around, warehouses were cheaper. So a lot of more work was consistently coming from that. And then that helped me out through right now, but personally for me, the dancing, it kind of took a little toll for me personally, because you kind of get a little down. You're kind of like uninspired, inspired. You don't know what the hell to do, but very blessed to still have work and keep teaching, That's
Mhm.
the good stuff
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah,
And nobody's not sick. I'm alive, so we're good.
good as you. Yeah,
Yeah.
record numbers, especially in LA. Like, you know,
Yeah.
we us and Ryan were just like, how are we not being affected by this? This is great. I mean, not affected, but like,
What do you-
knock on wood, haven't been infected is what I meant.
Oh,
Like-
I was like affected, fucking for sure.
No, I was like, yeah, no, we're not gonna get the affected part. We're all affected. I'm talking about infected.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. I guess that is what you were saying is like for the better that doing online stuff is definitely. I think I agree with you in a sense, like that we realize that we can do a lot of these things without actually having to interact with, you know, actually being around people, you know,
Right.
Whereas like for me, I love it to an extent because you know, because I was doing well, you know, I can't even call myself a comedian anymore, but it's like I can't do these Zoom call fucking shows because I'm like I hate people, but I need an audience. I can't.
Right.
Whereas everything else, I would much rather do this way for sure. Like even though I would love being, obviously it's much better when we do this. Like I like to be in the room with everybody because for some, I mean, just human interaction to me is just a much better. It's like a much,
for sure.
yeah. Like I get the energy. We all get the energy. We're all on our better selves when we're in the room together, you know. But
yeah,
but the thing is, we all had to adapt, you know. So I think that's great that you had to, you know, you figured out some way, some outlet.
We adapted and we went with it. We took it for what it is, and we started realizing we're like, okay, August, September came around, and we're like, okay, we need to figure something else. So then, we're like, okay, we're going to start doing little small classes and privates and continue this role, but very particular on how many people, who we're going to have, who can be in the studio, and it's worked out. We're all safe, and it's been good. It's been okay, but I know the better's coming. So luckily, like I said, I still have work, and we still have both our studios that we're teaching from. So
yeah,
that's awesome. And so, like, how have you adapted? Because I know obviously there is online, but what exactly do you offer? Like, do you do just one-on-one stuff online? Do you do?
No, I do like one-on-one.
Do you do a giant Zoom Zumba? Do you do a Zoom Zumba?
No, I was doing it in the beginning. I was doing that in the beginning with a couple people, and then it's just exhausting. It's hard. It's actually much harder than it is.
Harder than just as regular.
It's fucking hard. You're just like looking at the camera, like, is this happening? You're like working by yourself, and it's not the same. Just like Brian was saying, like you need the people there. The labs push you, the people's faces, like the same energy for dance. Like I can't just, obviously I push myself, but it's them that I do it for, and it's
well, because at the core you're a performer, much like the way Garrett feels if he's doing an acting gig or something like that. It's like you can't you need interaction and I don't know.
Yeah.
For me, like live performance, we all did like drama stuff together, so like we all understand.
Yeah, this right here is not what we. Oh, actually, no, I can't even fucking do it because I have this stupid thing on. Let me turn this off real quick. This is not what we need. I'm fucking just staring at a blinding light and a computer screen.
Yeah, I mean, I have lights. Yeah, I hate it too.
Because of technology, I don't have to clean up my house.
Garrett, do you remember that one time we did it at your house all plastered?
Yeah, that was a lot of shows. They're really fun. I missed those.
Was I there?
Yeah, you were there.
That's how plastered we were, I guess.
I don't remember that.
Yeah.
That's the fun times.
No, but like I said, I mean, I've gotten a lot more new clients due to online. I got, a lot more kids. I got families. I got couples, and the couples are like, they want to do personable one-on-one. So I mean, at night.
So
do what we gotta do.
So a good friend of mine, a friend of ours, friend of the show, George Wang. He's a comedian friend of mine, but also skateboarder. And his business. He started his own like skateboard instructing company. And he's just been killing it. Like he makes, but like he went viral on TikTok and all this stuff. And now,
who's talking?
Who's talking?
Garrett.
Was it me?
What was that?
You had your porn is on, Garrett.
Wait, can you hear? Wait, my wife's talking, but she's like in the other room. Can you hear her?
That's probably her. Yeah.
Oh, is that what that was?
Oh shit, my bad. I'm gonna close my door. Then hang on.
Definitely a woman. I was like, I just showed you my house. I am alone, right?
I was like, I'm like, no,
Sorry about that.
speak Spanish. That's for damn sure.
Someone's casting some spells. Equituocha.
Hold on, only poor people have COVID. No. What was I
Yeah,
saying?
no, but yeah, your friend. I totally get
But
it.
anyway, yeah, so there's a lot of like one. So he's got, and it's like they're outside. Like, I mean, there would be no reason for you not to meet somebody at a park and give a lesson or something like that, right? Like, is that
No,
masks?
I haven't done it. I haven't done it. I personally have not. But like I said, we have like the studio that we do, and it's a big. We got 2 big ass studios, so we're pretty on it with who we have. We got to text it. We text the lady that's in direct, and we got to be like, "Yo, I'm coming in at this time, this was," so that each room is sanitized and we book it size.
Cool.
That's just how it is. And I mean, personally, and not in any sense try to talk shit, but it's just that's how business has to work. Like you got to talk, you got to physically see the person sometime, some way. You know,
Absolutely.
that's just how. It's not like I'm selling myself, but that's just how I'm gonna build this.
Well, especially with something that like I know I'm comparing it to skateboarding, but for something that's so physical, like it's hard to instruct somebody in a video when like whereas like if you're there, then you can actually
this is how you ollie.
Right. It's like it's not the same.
You pick up the skateboard and you go like this.
Yeah. You want to go up. Go up. No, absolutely. And it's so weird because I mean I haven't done anything like learning wise as far as like physical online yet, but I mean that just sounds like really hard to, especially for something like just that. Like how do you even, especially if they don't have an ideal setup, like me, Ryan, like Ricky, we all have offices or a place where we can set up specifically and like have a room to do stuff. Like what about like people in crowded apartments that just want to learn how to dance? So no,
like I said, it's 50-50, but very much blessed to still have work and I got more people. I got more variety now. I got kids and moms and dads and couples and randoms, but it works.
Yeah,
it works. And I'm soon now. I got Garrett. Guys, Garrett's gonna my new client. Hello.
Yeah. So I just
you're gonna put on a leotard and fucking black wine or what?
Ryan's whole concept of dancing is a 90s rom-com.
You know what? My aunt.
That's cute though.
You guys, I don't think you guys know this. But a young Ryan D was a ballet dancer.
Stop.
I don't actually think I didn't. Nice. I don't think I know that.
Because I didn't tell anybody.
I burned all the photos and the videos.
My aunt Charlene is a fucking dance instructor.
I knew that.
As you guys know. And there weren't a lot of boys signing up, so she convinced me to do it for at least 2 years, like when I was a kid. Before I
like a kid as how old? How old are you?
Like 8, 9 years old.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
And I never told anybody because I knew that would get me beat up. And
not in 2021, bro.
In 1998, it sure fucking did.
Yeah, 1998 was rough. I remember that year.
But eventually I ended up being her DJ and curtain boy for titles. But yeah.
Wow.
Nice.
I think you have mentioned to me before about your aunt that dances, so I remember this.
I'm sorry, but I really don't even remember the time that we did a podcast together. So I must have been hammered.
The fact that I remember is something else.
Yeah. Ryan's like, it's okay. I can drink more. Don't worry. I got it. Who are you?
It must have been one of those times that passed out there too, because I fucking no idea. Oh, but also we've done how many of these fucking episodes? Like 300?
339.
So it's
pleasant. Wow. That's a handful of bonus episodes.
Yeah.
Nice.
But yeah, no, we're gonna start doing dance classes because one thing that I have noticed is like, you know, I've always loved to dance. I don't actually know how to formally dance with anyone.
What kind of dance are we talking about? We're talking about jazz. We're talking about like.
I think we're gonna do all the like Latin ballrooms. So we're gonna do we'll do the waltz. We'll do
that's
some
cool. That's cool. See,
salsa, definitely some salsa. You know,
absolutely.
Honestly, that'd be some shit that I'd be into too.
You know, because you can. I mean, you can't take it anywhere, but it's like the most like want to know dances, especially
and then you look like a badass at any wedding or
exactly.
See, that is one thing that really sparked my interest. I always loved dancing, but I can only do it by myself because I have no idea how people dance with another person.
And also, you don't want anybody to be a subject to that.
I've won dance contests for my freestyles, but if you put me with a partner, I don't know what the fuck I'm
doing.
Uh-oh, sorry guys. Sorry.
Motherfucker.
Sorry.
He does get down. I do believe it.
True. Facts.
I've been there.
And I will continue to get down and only get down better. Also, I've been doing a lot of cardio dancing by myself, which is great. So like with my big empty room, I bought a Bowflex, which you can't see, but it's over there.
You do Taibo?
I do Taibo. No. After that, because I asked Jasmine and I asked a few of my other friends to like give me some workout dance songs, and I kind of put them into playlists, and I just have them playing, and then I'll just go like ham for like 45 minutes and just like sweating all over the place.
I just picture you like dancing to like Lovers of Battlefield with like leg warmers on and shit. Like,
so it's honestly, it's not just that. Like, let's see, she sent me, which one is this one? Like, I'll pull up that list real quick.
Garrett's prancing through his living room.
And
that's workout. We were twerking out right there.
There's that. There's like Little John's on there out of nowhere. There's this. I don't know. There's just like a whole bunch of stuff, and so it's like,
what do you do when you listen to these songs by yourself?
I'm not
those moves, dude.
It's 100% cardio. I'm not going for form. I'm not going for anything else except for keep my body moving.
What do you mean? How are you gonna go into a dance class with no form, dude? You gotta fucking.
It's called a class. It's where you go to learn.
Yeah.
I know how to move my body to a rhythm and a beat, but I need to make sure I know everything else, and that's what the class is for.
But can you twerk it?
I can twerk.
You can twerk. Facts.
I'm very sure everyone on this panel has seen my ass.
I'm pretty sure everyone who's listening or watching needs you to prove it.
Maybe after my first or second class. I need to raise my confidence a little bit. You know, it is taking a shot during quarantine. That's for sure.
Yeah, I feel that.
Well, there you go. Miss Tequila here will fucking get you all lubed up. And,
so whenever we do my final exam for our classes, we're just gonna take shots and start dancing. So, okay.
I mean, tequila makes me dance to everyone's mom. So I mean, if that's what we're doing. I always say that. I'm like, tequila makes me dance with moms.
I dance with moms regardless of alcohol.
At least I have an excuse.
No, I don't. I'm the same way. I'm unleashed with tequila.
No, I used to. Well, that was the thing. Was my ex's mom used to know that if I had enough tequila in me, I would dance with her. So she'd give me hammered.
She knew?
Yeah, so she would get me hammered on Patron because she knew she could bring me out and dance with her.
Oh, shit.
Nice.
Because, yeah, it was whatever. No,
that's cute.
I'm actually a big fan of Twisted Tea now. I really like how this tastes.
There you go. Imagine
how
smash
on your face next time.
I was about to say. Imagine smash on someone's face.
That just feels just across the faces.
What you would do for a Twisted Tea?
I do a lot of weird shit.
Yeah, Yeah, good time.
Yeah, exactly. So, how would people want to I guess get in contact with you if they do want to take classes or inquire some more stuff about what you teach? You kind of touched on what we were gonna cover. What are your areas of expertise? I guess you could say.
You guys.
So, bye. We're doing a bit of. I have a few little things doing on my own projects that I'm doing. I have a ladies team that I'm working on, which is Afro-Cuban team. So basically, we work on isolations and a lot of fundamentals of more of a what you would call back history on salsa. So it's not so much we're going to dance and perform, but it's more of formations and how to move your body and really old school movements and styles that were kind of created and now what modern day salsa is now. So I started that with a few ladies have been so great. I'm starting a fitness program with my studio, which is going to be kind of like a 30-day challenge situation where we would do cardio, something like a Zumba Jazzy Fit, and then like your own kind of workouts that you do at home, and then we kind of check in, after each week, and then we kind of give a prize. And then I started my own group classes, and I'm working on doing my bringing back. I don't know if you knew about. I did it a while back, but doing that Jazzy Fit that I had. It's going to be a combination of like salsa fit and jazz. So. So I'm working on a few projects, but personally, I have a lot of my own little gigs that are happening. So I'm very blessed, and I'm kind of continuing the little jobs that I have. So right now, I have the studio teaching classes. I'm teaching twice a week. My privates, I have the fitness that I'm doing, and a couple little secret big projects that I have coming around. So everything right now is just through Instagram. I haven't really focused on Facebook, which I need to get back to. I have somebody that's going to be helping me with that. But he's helping me with my website. So right now, everything's just through Instagram. I realized that a lot of my clientele, everything that I was doing kind of worked right now with that. So I'm kind of leaving it. Don't want to mess with it. I'm going to be safe with it. But all Instagram right now. So.
Are you on TikTok?
I am on TikTok. I love TikTok. TikTok is fun.
TikTok's fun. Yeah,
it does have to. I did it for that right in the beginning when I first really kind of knew about it. And then I was stuck on it. And I was like, I need to get the fuck off this, or else I'm never gonna sleep.
I spent an hour and a half last night lying in bed watching TikToks.
Yeah, really? I literally send them to myself. Wow. Like, I want this. I need to learn this.
Oh, you do. See, that's what I love about I'm about to sound all old. The TikTok.
Never start anything with the.
No, the TikTok. That's what I love about TikTok is the algorithm is it's just so specific to you. So mine is out there. If anybody ever checked my phone and went on my TikTok feed,
all not safe for work TikToks.
Most of them, yeah. I mean, I fell.
What are you doing, step bro?
Oh shit!
No, I fell into that's what Reddit's for. I fell into
a dryer and you couldn't get out.
I fell into a weird rabbit hole of cartel TikToks.
What the fuck?
What did you? Okay, so I guess in the beginning when you sign up for your TikTok, when you sign up for the account, you ask them what your interests are. So you must have put some crazy ass shit up in there.
No. Here's the thing: is me and my friend Steve, who's the co-host of Hit the Mics. Hit the Mics with Ryan D. That's my other podcast. Shout out Hit the Mics with Ryan D. Patreon.com/Hit the Mics with Ryan D. And we always send stuff back and forth to each other. So he wound up being in a weird. He got into federale and cartel shit. So he started sending me shit. And since I would watch them all the way through and like them, they also showing up on my fucking feed. And so I'm like, yeah. So I got into this weird. I got into this weird realm of drug trafficking and stuff, and I was like, "Oh my god!"
He's like, "So I just started drug trafficking."
I mean, I'm not the one posting them; I'm just watching them.
It's like now I'm El Chapo.
Yeah.
That's his profile pic, El Chapo.
But I just watch TikToks. This is where I'm at now.
TikTok was toxic. Let it rock, dude.
You know
That's
what?
I started.
I had a brilliant thought. The next time we get back on this, Garrett will have a TikTok account with all his new dances that he's learned.
Hey, I like that.
Oh damn! There you go.
I'll get on this. I'll get on this TikTok train. I'm down.
Goals.
I wonder if I can actually pull this up. I've been trying to do some TikToks.
Really?
Yeah. Well, but I like comedy Like,
Oh, got it.
yeah. So I just saved a bunch last night of like some I wanted to duet or like respond to, because a lot of them are just actually, you know what? Speaking of TikTok, this is a fucking great conversation we could have right now. I'm so fucking tired of like all these really hot chicks like just at like being like, I'm so single, and like and they're on TikTok and they're just like is any guy decent these days? And it's like, just go outside.
And they have like over 100 million followers, likes.
Like seriously, will one person come and cuddle with me? Like, are you fucking kidding me? Like a million people would do that right now.
Yeah.
Like, what are you talking? Why are you doing? Does this actually even work?
Attention. They build a following that way, and then people get the money. That's how you get.
I'm like, you know what I would do to fucking hang out with somebody like you? Like, are you fucking serious right now?
Yes, they do, which is why they tell you to do that.
This is like the conversation we were having earlier about wanting to be with somebody up here. And then
Exactly.
Yeah. But we want to be, we don't want to be simps, but we definitely want to reach. But that's like,
but it's like, but it's like, what kind of fucktards are you hanging out with that like can't even, like, oh, why do guys do this? And it's like, no one does that. I don't know anybody that does that. Like, who are you hanging out with?
Times are weird these days. You'll be surprised.
Who are you hanging out with? Or like, well, I saw this one. It's like there's another one. It was like, oh, millennials, why don't you tell us like the most annoying thing about dating? How about fucking you have to go outside? We can't even go outside anymore.
Yeah.
That's the most annoying thing. I can't even catch a date because everything's closed. And everyone's terrified to go anywhere. And then not only that, my fucking best quality is conversation. So if you're fucking swiping right on this fuck face, then there's something wrong with you. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm projecting a bit.
Just a little bit.
It's just frustrating. I'm just like, you're all so beautiful. Like, why are you thirst trapping everybody on your fucking TikTok?
It's part of the job. That's how it attracts. You gotta give them a little bit of like some the bad to get the good.
Everyone hates
Jazzy,
me.
are you thirst trapping? Are you thirst trapping on TikTok?
Obviously with her dances. But she finishes with dance and then turns around and is like, now what man wouldn't want that?
Right. Come get me, right?
Yeah. I just want to hang out and watch The Mandalorian.
Right. It's fine. But you're right. There's a lot of really beautiful women on this TikTok thing. But again, don't forget, there's a lot of filters on that app. And
I'm sure really quick.
I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking about.
Are you thirst trapping, Jasmine?
Oh my god.
Are you thirst trapping? I'm just curious.
Yeah.
Just I don't know if you know that. Are you familiar with thirst trapping?
Damn.
Hey. She's cute though. She's cute.
Yeah, totally. I don't know who that is. I just pulled some random girl. It wasn't. I don't know who that is.
Guys just doxing people on here now.
God damn, dude. What the fuck? We turned into gotcha fucking media right now.
I have the ability to pull up the internet, and so I use it.
My thirst traps are fucking stupid videos.
Yeah, like I have a TikTok, and this is all I have going for me right now. and like a year ago, when you can go outside, I severed the bottle.
Nice.
I got 3. The other one's me being a sad boy.
Look at mine. Look at the one I just did today. Where's mine at?
I don't even know.
Follow me on TikTok, you fucking asshole.
Do you follow me, asshole?
Do I follow you, Garrett? I don't know if I follow you.
Back.
I'll follow. All right, follow. What's your thing?
It's the same as my Instagram. It's the same. It's right there. It's right under my face. Oh.
Garrett.
I have a confession to make. I have a TikTok too.
You are on. You have a TikTok. You fucking ass. You have a TikTok. I knew it.
Yeah, I created like 2 weeks ago.
All right, I'm following you, Ryan. You better fucking follow me.
Back, of course.
Jasmine, what's your TikTok?
Wait, play the one I did today.
While following TikToks.
First
you
one?
guys follow me because
Yeah,
I'm really bad at this.
Yeah,
Mine
Yeah,
is
chat with your TikTok.
Jay-Z Jazz. Jay-Z Jazz.
Jazzy Jazz?
Jay-Z Jazz. Jayz. Jazz.
Crazy jazz.
Fuck.
What happened? His jaw fell, everybody.
Just dropped his twisted teeth.
Jay-Z Jazz?
Jay
Yeah.
Zee.
Oh.
Oh.
It's weird. I had created another account and like somebody a couple months ago tried to use it.
Are we thirst trapping, Jazz? Is that what we're doing?
Shut the
What is it?
Damn.
All right. No, now we're all following each other. Cool.
Oh my god.
This is Ryan. Ryan really wanted everyone to see this one.
Yeah. Yeah, he's getting laid more than you right now. The Gathering cape blanket. Yeah, he's getting laid more than you right now.
It's true. He probably is.
Yeah. That was. Anyway, so
No,
last-
what she was saying, like, yeah, somebody. I don't know how. I have 2 accounts. I don't know how.
Yeah, it's so weird. I
what?
lost a lot
you,
of good videos.
you probably signed on or to like check out a video. You like signed it on your Google account and then made your own account before. Like,
Yeah, and I lost a lot of shit. It's so weird.
Yeah, so like the one that I have right here is like Garrett_am Lee, which is where you can follow me everywhere except TikTok, which is actually just Garrett am Lee, I think. Let me double check.
It's the same one as here. It's the one that you have here.
No, okay, so this one is Garrett am Lee, but it also says Garrett under am. I don't know, this is weird.
Hold
The
on,
one
Garrett.
with the videos is the one that you should follow.
Garrett,
Ryan.
did you miss the fact that Ricky just said he has a TikTok?
Yeah,
Yes,
I'm looking for him.
what-
I'm
what
looking for him
is
right
Ricky.
now. Is that your name?
I
Is
just
that your
followed
name?
you guys.
You
Oh.
follow me?
Yeah.
You, fucking,
I just did it right now.
you dick face. He right at the beginning of the
You never
episode,
followed me. I don't see you.
I followed you.
Oh, you guys I followed the wrong one. Whatever. I'll do it later. I gotta find it. Either way.
Oh, did I follow the wrong one?
Yeah, but that's the one that I followed you guys with because that's what's for some reason that's the one that I'm logged into on my computer, but not my phone.
Whatever.
And this is
Yeah,
riveting.
it's
to you guys.
really random.
I'm not gonna follow Ricky back just out of principle.
Ricky, I can't find you though. That's what
All
I'm
right.
trying to tell you. Where you at?
Well, it's basically my name, but it just got one more space under right before body.
Space
two-
or underscore?
Two of the
Underscore.
Two?
Yeah, so 2 underscores.
Big body underscore Bugatti.
It's a picture of a cat.
Bugatti.
I'm very upset with you
Why?
because he lied to me just right at the beginning of this episode. I was like, right before we started, I was like, "Yo, on TikTok." He's like, "I don't go on TikTok. I don't."
It was a secret account, bro.
Piece of shit, dude.
Wait, are you the person with the SpongeBob?
No, mine's a cat.
A cat.
Yeah, it's a fat cat.
This is great audio.
Right? That's what I was gonna say. All right.
You
Let's,
have to do this now. I followed you guys.
Follow
Cool.
me back because I can't find you. So find me.
yes, we're gonna be all TikTok friends. We're gonna dance.
We're
How about
gonna
this?
dance and work out.
After we take some classes, you and I are gonna put a TikTok dance out.
Yeah, well, that's what I do with
down.
my new students. When they let me, I'll do it. I do it.
I'll do a TikTok dance.
Yes.
Who did the truffle shuffle?
I'm down.
All right, I'm gonna send you this one. This is the one that we should all do. I'm gonna
All
send you this.
Okay, cool. Now let's get back to the show real quick.
Yeah,
Sorry.
We'll be right back.
We're
Time for a
back.
moment from our TikTok break. Yeah. So I know you do have a heart out in like 5 minutes. You said, Jazz.
Correct.
Cool. So let's make sure that we just touch on anything else before we let you head out there.
Yeah, so like I said, I teach 2 classes a week. Starting next week, I have my Monday night class, which is a salsa on 2 open for urban level, and men and women are welcome. We have classes on Mondays as well, just a salsa class, bring your own partner situation. We teach a bachata class as well. And then I'm teaching this new style called salsaton, which is a reggaeton / hip hop. And I have a couple friends that I've been organizing this with, so it's going to be something fun. Be on the lookout. I have a few projects working out, reggaeton projects, something Spanish hip hop, basically.
Gasolina.
And a couple concept videos that I have going on. So
Nice.
kind of slowly, like I said, I started a fitness program. I'll put it on my Instagram. I started in February for a month. It's going to be a challenge. It's going to be $100. It's going to be 2 classes a week. So what is 2, 4, 6, 8 classes for $100? So it comes out to like $12, $11 a class. I provide all the workout products, and I give you guys a nice little playlist, and you guys kind of work it out. And at the end of the day, whoever wins the challenge gets to hang out with me.
Oh, is that what I have to do for a date?
I was going to say Ryan's going to do that apparently.
Well, we drink
Get
tequila.
your leggings, bro.
We just drink tequila. That's it. Just tequila.
What tequila do you want?
Anything repasado I would take. No, well, not anything. Obviously 1942 is more.
Don't give me
I'm going to do fucking the Montezuma that I kept in my trunk the entire time.
Tranquila.
That's the best.
Yeah,
and just let your friends know what we're doing and what I'm doing, and let them know whoever's welcome. If you want to bring Ryan and Ricky to a class one of these days, so you don't feel so awkward, you're more
I
than
haven't
welcome.
been in the same room as Ryan and Ricky for like months.
He's gonna feel extra awkward if I go.
I do a couple dances, so it's gonna be a good thing. We started the new year strong, and we wish for the best. And I know there's a pandemic, and everybody's kind of weird about being out. So we respecting everybody's space and time and whatever it is. But you got to continue staying healthy and keep your soul going.
Where's the studio at?
Oh yeah,
we have
where's
a
it located?
The studio is in. I'm sorry.
Oh, so where's it located?
We have 2 studios. The one is called Soho Dance LA. It's the first one is in Sherman Oaks, right off the Torah, and the other one is on Partner in West LA, Westwood. Both very big locations. He's probably one of the only big studios that are still open. A lot of big name, besides Millennium, but like Debbie Reynolds, a lot of big fusion, movement, lifestyle. A lot of studios closed down. So we've been blessed and still moving forward. So
Yeah, that's great actually.
Yeah, it's great.
Thing.
Cool.
So for online classes and stuff like that, are you open to taking people that are like abroad, different states, different places and stuff like that?
Of course, always and forever. Definitely. That's been the new thing. So I started with a few moms just recently and a couple couples. So that's how it started, we just kind of play it off, but anyone, anytime. And obviously I know times are hard on the boulevard. So I work with people's time and price. So it's not about, as it is always, it's about surviving and, how we can make it happen. But
Yeah.
I'd rather keep working and doing my thing and dancing and providing my service to others. So I'm here.
Awesome. And how do they contact you if they want to?
My Instagram, there's my email that's on there on my Instagram. Everything I do through email because I have another person who helps me with that. So it's either me and him kind of going back and forth throughout, but all through email personally right now. So
Cool. And then I'm just going to go ahead and for people put that on the screen right now. You can see right there JZ Jazz.
That photo though, that middle photo, I'm asking for. I'm thirsty, huh? I'm thirsty.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I mean, heels on the beach. Oh wait, is that that's on the roof?
On a roof.
It's a roof.
Wow.
The roof is on fire.
Yeah.
The roof is on fire.
Talk about tan lines right there on those boot leggings.
She works hard for her money,
And all the power to you. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can follow her there, and then you can contact her. All of her stuff is right here, and you can follow me everywhere.
Why?
Just because. Okay. All right, so it was really fun talking to you and getting to not the wrong button and getting to see you on the podcast again, even though Ryan doesn't remember the first time.
Well, what the fuck? We just established we were all drunk.
Yeah, but I remember.
Ryan said, "I'm never gonna forget this night."
I was the guest, I was like, Garrett was like, "What do you want?" Blah blah blah. I think we even went. Didn't we go eat at Korean barbecue or some stupid shit? Got me all fucked up too.
Yeah. That was a fun time. We could get drunk. We can go have food. We can do whatever the fuck you want. That's the fun times.
Fine.
Well, we are very much trying to get.
I won't forget this one.
Yeah.
He's gonna write about it in his diary.
I'm gonna write about it in my diary.
Well, thank you for having me, and I'll speak to you guys all soon, and I'll see you guys on TikTok.
Absolutely, and then we'll talk later about the classes and everything else.
I'll see you this weekend, and you guys bless your souls and your family. Be safe, and happy 2021.
Bye.
Yeah.
Thanks, Jasmine. Thanks for coming on.
Bye, guys. Thank you for having me. Bye, Garrett. Appreciate you.
Bye.
Ciao.
Bye.
All right.
How do I sign out though? Oh, leave studio.
There you go. All right.
Nice.
Well, that was Jasmine, everybody.
Yeah.
Super, super awesome person. She's one of the few people that I know that's really just like going hard.
I don't remember. I really don't know why I don't remember. I feel bad.
I don't know. I honestly don't know how.
I don't remember at all.
Yeah, I just love that she's really doing her best as an artist during the pandemic, which is probably one of the hardest things for any of us.
It's fucked up, and it's hard to stay motivated, especially like I think.
Yeah, and she mentioned that and she just seems to be powering through it, which is great.
Just like, man, I've had days and days and days where I'm like, fuck, and like everyone. Well, I have friends that keep telling me like, oh, you should get on TikTok, like you fucking killed on TikTok, and I'm like, yeah, no one watches any of my shit, no matter what that I put. I'm like, the last one I got like thousands of views on TikTok was when I was actually trying to be sober for like a month. It was like day 12 skating sober, and then and that was the one, and that was the one that got like, oh, keep going through it, you got all, and I'm like, you guys don't understand. I'm gonna get fucked up as soon as I'm done with this month. Like,
well, that's the thing. People want to participate in stuff, and so it's a thing that I haven't gotten into. But it's just like people want to be part of a community. So when they hear something like, oh, doing something sober, then you do get a lot of people that are trying to get behind you. If that's
I know.
You get a bunch of assholes. They're like, fuck you, don't have a drink.
Honestly, like it was nice, but I'm just like, I was like, thanks, thanks guys, whatever. But that was the one I got the most hits on, and that was like, yeah. And it was just like, so actually one of the guys I thought was pretty cool. He goes more steez than most of these fucking kids I see on TikTok, and I was like, yeah, dude. Yeah.
Good job.
Nice.
So Ricky, what do you put on TikTok? Do you just do dances all day?
Oh, he just made an account.
Yeah. It's a thirst trap.
Thirst trap.
Yeah.
Hey Ricky, I was gonna say this earlier. You know who Logic is?
Oh,
I feel like I've heard the name.
You
Why?
know who Logic is? You of all people, I thought you would for sure know who Logic is.
Why?
I've heard his name, but yeah, I don't know. Not really.
You're looking very Logic today.
Yeah, you are.
I am.
I don't know if you wanted to show.
I don't know what it looks like.
I'll pull up a thing right now, actually. But you want to take off your hat and show us what you did?
You shaved you bust your head? Oh my god, he did it.
Talked about it last talked about it the last week. I did it. Actually, well, I shouldn't say I did it.
And you buzzed the beard too, so it's all gonna grow together. You'll look, it doesn't look
exactly.
Bad at all.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, there's Logic.
It's like
okay. I see rounder glasses.
I mean, you're looking very. I mean, you don't. Well, you do have the chin too. I think. Well, for somebody who's, I thought you for sure you would be on Logic's shit right now, but check him out. Great hip hop artist, great rapper.
Okay,
I like it.
I check him out.
Yeah, storyteller type guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So we're gonna move ahead with the podcast, but you guys, I have already been twisted, but not enough, so I need to get another drink.
Nice.
So, Ryan D, Ricky Z, talk about some shit.
We got this. So what's up, dude? How are you? We always do this.
Good.
Let me take a step out.
Surviving.
I was talking about
Nice.
you. I was talking about you earlier. Javi called me.
Okay.
And he just wanted to chat, and he was talking about he's dating this new girl, and well, not specifically you, but like you and Justine, right? So because he goes, yeah, I have this like friend that I've had forever, and my girlfriend went through my phone, and she goes, oh, who's Christina? And she's like, I told you. And he goes, oh, I told you about her. She's my friend that lives in Hawaii. And I guess they were texting on New Year's, and she goes, and she says, she goes, Happy New Year, and he texts back, Happy New Year, darling. And so his girlfriend was like mad about that, right? And I go, flags, bro, flags. And I was like, well,
yeah,
fucking relationship, bro. And I like everything. Because and I know you never had a problem with any of this, but like the way Garrett and I would talk to Justine, and I used to, it's like back when we were all hanging out and shit, I'd be like, yeah, let me give me another beer, sweetheart, you know what I mean, like, and it didn't mean anything, it just was, you know what I mean, like it wasn't like a nickname, it just so like and she'd be texting me or whatever, and she'd say, oh worried about you, hun, or something like that, right? But that's what he was saying. He's like, well, why do you guys got nicknames for each other? And I was like, dude, I went through the same fucking thing. I was like, get out now. It's not gonna work. It's just not.
Yeah, definitely feels like a red flag.
Yeah, it really
especially for you.
But like,
Who is this?
huh?
Who are we talking about? Sorry,
my friend. You guys know Javi, but you don't know him that well. But yeah. So he's been seeing this new chick, and they've been hanging out a lot. But he called me.
Just wanted to pause and just say what I'm drinking now. So while I was at the store and I found the twisted tea to get twisted, I also found something else that I've never tried before, but we had been talking about it recently. We had been talking about the seltzers, couldn't find those, but I found one of these, and now I know why I never tried it.
Oh, nice.
Four Loco Gold.
What does that mean?
Yeah, what does that even mean?
I tried it and I'm like, I don't know what this tastes like. It's 14% alcohol.
Oh, Jesus.
Shit.
24 ounces, and it tastes like a fucking. It tastes like a Red Bull, to be honest.
It looks like horrible piss.
It has artificial caramel color, which is it tastes like the artificial caramel.
Ugh,
gross.
Don't get it. Don't do it.
you're wild.
But now I know.
But anyway, yeah, that's what I was telling. But like, I don't know. I'm one of those.
I'll give him that.
I'm one of those people that's like, I can see it. I can see it bothering somebody, right?
D over here.
FamCast.
Just throw that shit in the garbage, Garrett. No, I don't waste alcohol, D. I drink it really fast if it tastes bad. That's it.
Yeah, so we'll lose you within 30 minutes.
Yep.
But anyway, can I continue?
Yes, you may.
I was saying that that's one of those things where like I remember having a conversation about it, and then it's like, okay, I can see that bothers you. Like, all right, like I'll stop doing it, but then it's not enough. It's always going to be a problem, like no matter what, no matter how much you try and like bend to their rules, they're always going to have a problem with you just having an interaction with that person,
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. We'll see what happens. He likes this girl, and they've been doing a lot of things, but I don't think he likes her that much. I already know there's a fucking time limit on it.
I don't know about that. In my own experience, people don't give a fuck about what other people's advice is about, but it's not good.
Of course, he's not going to listen. He's not going to listen, and it's going to crash and burn, and he's going to be all butthurt. But whatever. I fully get where he's at because I've done it to myself so many times.
Yeah.
Granted, I've come out much wiser now. Like I really don't. Like I pray to God that I don't fucking
Ryan D. the Wise, everyone.
No, just but you know what I'm talking about, right? Like I've learned my lesson finally. I'm not gonna let something like once I see some shit like that, it's over. We can't make this work. There's just no possible way, you know. And I know that. I already know that, and which is why I'm so cutthroat in my dating life now. You know, it's just like.
It is the first time I've ever heard that phrase attributed to that. I'm cutthroat when it comes to dating.
I really am, and it's unfortunate, but like look, I love company and I love hanging out with women, but like when it comes to a certain point, it's like I can't. I already know the behavior, and then I'm like, this isn't going anywhere. You've already shown me everything I already know, and I can't fuck with you anymore.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah, because like, dude, I spent 6 years trying to figure out what I was doing wrong, and then realized I wasn't doing anything wrong.
But
look, I mean, look, listen, I understand. Like, I know I'm exaggerating. There was plenty I was doing wrong, but
it's just like it took me 6 years to figure out I was not wrong at all.
No, I'm talking about like in a relationship. I'm not saying like I'm talking about like in a relationship where like.
No, I know what you're saying. Yes,
there's a lot of things that were coming at me that weren't necessarily my fault. It was
they weren't a direct thing of like, okay, so I know what you're saying. So to simplify it, just to make sure everyone's on the same page, it's like, oh, why is she treating me this way? What have I done? Type of mentality when you should. And so when everyone has their own things, and so
and so I've talked to you guys about this before. For what it's worth, like that relationship really taught me a lot about myself and how to be more patient and fucking like and really just be a little more self-aware. So now like when when I go out with anybody or hang out with anybody, it's like all that stuff I'm completely aware of, and it's in a sick way. It's what I'm looking for almost. Like, where's the shit? Where's the crazy? Where is it? Where is it? I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting for you to fuck up and scream at me for talking to a bartender for too fucking long. Like, where is it? I'm waiting, and then it always happens. Always. I mean, it's like it's almost. Look, I don't know, man. I'm willing to work with certain things. Look, the person I was with earlier last year, I was willing to work with a lot of stuff, and knowing that these things were flags, I knew this relationship was only going to end because of her, and I knew that going into it. I already knew that. I was like, "There's not," but I was like, I'm hoping you can see things my way. By the time we're at at any, you know what I mean? Like I was hoping we can get to an understanding at some point.
Okay, I see where you're coming from, and I mean, I do kind of want to just move on from this because it's not really like the podcast-y type of thing, but like in my experience, it's always not necessarily been like, I know you're wrong, I know I'm right. Hopefully, you'll see it my way, but we want to be on the same page.
I never thought I was right. I always what I'm trying to say is there's a there has to be some sort of balance.
Yeah,
and I'm always willing to compromise and understand where you're coming from. But the problem is she particularly and a few in the past that I just don't want to put that into any sort of perspective. They're just this is how it is, and if you don't like it, you can go on, And it's like for me, I'm like, yeah, but that's not how life works. like you understand, I've done all these things to change for you, or at least like understand where you're coming from and understand that what I've done upsets you, and I'm trying to fix that. Like, could you at least fucking meet me halfway? That's what I'm trying to say. That's all.
Yeah, absolutely. It's being on the same page. Compromise is all part of.
Look, I know I'm no fucking gem. I know that, but I know where I fall short.
You're an uncut gem.
But I know where I fall. I know where I fall short, and that's the problem with a lot of these women that I've dated is like they will not admit that they're wrong or even they think I should be fully attentive to their shortcomings and have to just like adapt to that, to where it's like, well, wait a minute, that's unfair. And then that's where I get in trouble.
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, I can see that.
Just gotta keep trucking on. Maybe there's somebody out there for you, bro. There is. Same with me. Just she's probably not gonna just walk into my house.
Exactly. Yeah. So what do we do? Do we just like do we start digging holes? Are they underground? Where do we fucking go?
I can't answer that on this podcast because it'll take a while, but we will move forward, and then I'll talk to you about that off camera, or at least off the show.
I need more beer, and I gotta pee again. Start your song.
The more you know. All right, guys. Ryan D is going to take another pee break. We're actually going to get into some story shit. So I know it's been a while since I heard. Actually, you know what? Just because, I don't really have. So let's just do this. There's not been a ton of entertainment news. We're in the very beginning of the new year, which hopefully you guys are doing great. You guys are doing working on yourselves, working on the year, making it better just for yourselves. As far as news go, like the major thing was literally that Los Angeles filming has been put on pause amid latest coronavirus case surge. So that means we're not doing well, you guys. We're really not. It's a lot of filming has been put on hold, has been all this shit because the pandemic is raging on. And I know Ricky and I both feel very strongly about why it is continuing to rage on, but that's neither here nor there in the sense that it's not going to change anything. And that's probably the worst feeling. For me personally, it's just like screaming into a void. We're just about a year in. We're already a year past COVID being a thing, but for the United States, come March lockdown, we'll have had an entire year, and it's hard to believe we're where we are. And so, I guess just without going fully into it, it's just like it kind of just sucks that some people seem to have actually just made the decision to not end a pandemic, and that's it. It sucks. Can't do anything about it. Maybe you can help some of your friends see what their actions are doing. Maybe not, but all I can do is wish you the best and hope that we eventually will get out of this after we get some vaccines and continue to wear masks and hopefully can open up eventually. Ryan's back.
So I don't know, should we get to my story then?
Welcome.
So what's up, everybody? This is Ricky C. Microsoft, Nintendo, and PlayStation. There's actually a really big expo going on right now for video games. It's called E3, announcing a new hardware system. This is Ricky Tech News. What's up, Ricky? Goodbye.
Sorry, I'm sorry, Ricky, but I thought you were going to talk about the Batman thing that I heard about.
That has been debunked.
Oh, okay. Never mind
then. But D in the chat did remind me because I did see this while we were filming.
Yeah, that's what I was going to bring up. But anyway, go
Dr. Dre is at Cedars-Sinai Medical Center in Los Angeles after suffering a brain aneurysm. I don't want to get too much into it just because it's like I don't like bringing sad news or downer news onto the show. That's why I was kind of hesitating on talking about the whole COVID shutdown, like all the fucking LA filming. But that's the thing. That's why there's no real information. There's no entertainment news right now because
down today completely.
We're never gonna get back to a real life until people decide to stop being assholes and stop creating a You're lit like I'm not gonna get into it. We're in a pandemic because people have chosen to keep it that way. And that's it. Straightforward. But yes, Dr. Dre suffered a brain aneurysm. We wish him well. We hope he is going to recover and feel good. As someone who has had the equivalent of a slow brain aneurysm before. It's not great, and hopefully he'll bounce back. Yeah.
Do you think it's COVID related? Because I know that's like
aneurysm. I haven't looked into it. I can click on it and see if there's
possible. Yeah.
Usually,
they're saying that it's a possible long side effect.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
because I know the reason you lose taste and smell as the side effect of COVID is because it's fucking with your brain.
Yeah, absolutely. Which is why, as someone who is relatively healthy, I have chosen to still not, endanger myself by going out and possibly contracting it, because we don't know 100% any long-lasting side effects, but we do know that it's not going to be good. When something goes around and fucks with your brain, not great.
Yeah.
So, stay safe, wear a mask, please. And of course, all of our thoughts go out to
my freedom, bro.
Okay, well, fuck off. Welcome. Ricky C.
All right.
Yeah, what you got?
Well, unfortunately, the story I have is
tragedy.
Yeah, it's not great news. In fact, it's probably really, really bad news.
Sweet, bring it on.
Yeah. So if you're feeling like you don't want to hear some more bad news, I don't know, maybe don't. You can turn off this now.
It's news. It is news, and we're not.
It is news. It is news. It's real news.
We're the best news outlet out there. We're drunk and we're honest. Also true.
What we're doing is we are reporting on something that's not being reported on.
Yeah. I mean, there's just, like that was the weirdest thing about this story, is that I kind of got snippets here and there of just from what I've seen online. But now that I really dug into it to get the information, it's just oh my god, why is this not being talked about everywhere? Because it's pretty insane.
I was gonna say, do you want to tell people what it is?
Yeah. So there was a giant hack that's affecting over possibly thousands of companies. These companies are in government, in the private sector, absolutely everywhere. That this just happened. Well, we just found out about it here in December last month, in the beginning of it. But as these, I've talked about stories before on hacks, and we don't really get the full scope of it when they first find it out, because if it's really big and it just overcompasses so many different companies and things that we're not, especially for this. I mean, we're just not going to find out all the information of what's being affected and the what's going to happen after the aftermath, probably for many months, because of how crazy this is. I'm trying to find this list. Okay, so here we go. So the list of organizations that we know were hit is the U.S. Department of Treasury, the U.S. National Telecommunications and Information Administration, the U.S. Department of State, the National Institutes of Health, the U.S. Department of Homeland Security, the U.S. Department of Energy, the U.S. National Nuclear Security Administration, which houses all the nukes, straight up some of the states here in the U.S., entire government states, and the big companies being Microsoft and Cisco. So let's get into some information. I'm going to try to keep it light, because not light as far as happy news, but just light as in there's going to be so much just tech related stuff that
just make it.
I know I know a lot of people, it's really dense as far as some of the words that they use and things. It's not easy to understand.
Somebody has your code.
But this is real bad. So the company that was hacked is they're called SolarWinds, and they're a software company. So a lot of the places and organizations I just listed use this software, and it's software that you use really just to keep an eye on all your servers and your basically back infrastructure, everything that kind of handles your business and information. Mm-hmm. That's what the software was for, was just keeping track of it. And actually it's just a way, because big companies have a lot of servers, they have a lot of that infrastructure in the back end that houses their information and all their important stuff. that it takes a lot of you really need. It's like I don't know how to like other than like in Batman where and Lucius Fox has all those TVs and things of the people.
Yeah.
It's basically like that. You need all that information if you have a big organization.
Yeah.
And that's what this software did. It kind of it helped to keep it on one screen so you can see everything that's going on in the back end and making sure that everything's working the way it's supposed to. And the way that they were hacked is it's called a supply chain attack. So this is what happens when you have a piece of software, you're a company, and somehow the bad actors get into the supply chain of you having your software. And let's say when you push an update to your software and to your fucking not your vendors, but the people who buy your software and have it, you got to push updates to that software. We all get updates for our phones, things like that. Yeah. And what they did was they got into that whole system. They injected their own malware into that, but because and these people were they kept it hidden. We actually, now that we know about the hack they found out about it first in December. They were able to go back and actually look at the history and see that this was happening since March of 2020. So this has been going on for a very long time.
During the entire pandemic, they're like,
not only do we have a
lockdown and we're gonna hack.
They're like, we got a virus for your person and also for your computer.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yes. Which is worse? I don't know.
You judge.
So this was some malicious code inserted into the software that then went out to every single person or organization that had the software in their organization. And now we're only finding out the aftermath. And I know, Garrett, I sent you that video just to kind of talk. It's a guy who talks about it and kind of puts it. I think he's better explaining it of how this worked, of how these guys got in there and what they did.
Yeah.
So if you want to just play, it's only like we can play a couple minutes of it, but it's a good starting point right there. What's up?
These as well.
Just let me know.
Now let's dive into a little bit of what this does and why it was so hard to detect. Because a lot of people are wondering why it was so hard, and we'll dive into it. There's actually a lot of trickiness because they did a lot to evade any type of detection. FireEye uncovered widespread campaign that we are tracking as UNC 2452. Actors behind this campaign gained access to numerous public and private organizations around the world. They gained access to victims via Trojanized updates of the SolarWinds Orion IT monitoring and management software. The campaign may have begun as early as spring 2020 and is currently ongoing. Post-compromise activities following supply chain compromise have included lateral movement and data theft. The campaign is the work of highly skilled actor, and the operation was conducted with significant operational security. As in, they don't know who these people are, and it's really crazy how much obscurity. We'll get into that in a second, but the backdoor itself, you're wondering why didn't the antivirus companies just pick up some change in a file? And this is the answer right here, is the digital signature information. The digital signature is okay. That is not what you want to hear when you know something is a known vulnerability and known compromised Trojan backdoor. So this right here is the fact that they stole access. They were able to get signing so they could sign the code that was malicious as if it was from SolarWinds. This is why it's referred to as a supply chain attack, because that trust from the SolarWinds cert came down and you go, I can just trust it. It's from SolarWinds, a company that, well, we didn't know was compromised. And this is actually true for all the different signing certificates. Matter of fact, there's been other times when people work really hard to get these signing certificates, and there's been some compromises when someone figured out a way to fool it before in Microsoft a while back, and that's why that was such a serious vulnerability itself. It's because once it's been signed, that kind of puts it to rest that we know whatever code is in there because it's closed source and we don't really know what it's doing. We can only look at its behavior, but that's not reason to flag it. We said they signed it. They are a trusted source. Therefore, we'll trust them. This is the same reason you let employees in. They're trusted. You let them in. You don't let the general public wander around in your network. Same thing. It's kind of the same concept. Now let's get in depth.
You can stop it here.
SolarWinds Orion.
Okay.
So I think that was a good explanation. So this was software that was from a trusted source. They had no reason to believe. I mean, the company itself had no idea that they were themselves hacked either. They weren't going and publishing this broken software because they wanted to. They just had no idea. and neither did any other customers. So, we're still finding out information. We're still finding out just how many people were affected by this, or companies. And it's just, I think there's going to be a lot of information still that's going to come out from the months to come. But from what we know, I mean, they got access to some of the highest privileges that they could ever get in a computer system, which means they had access to absolutely everything in these companies.
Yeah.
And they kept it hidden for a long time.
Yeah.
And so far, as far as the threat actor goes, there have been, I don't know if it's speculation, because there has been some people in the government who's come out rightly and said that it was Russia behind the attacks. So that's how we know that's all we know for now as far as what the actors were. But we're not, I feel like they're not 100% sure just yet.
From what I've been hearing is that a lot of times they'll just like, oh, it's probably these guys. Like, okay, can we have some sort of proof for know why, or like what's the reason?
The reason why they kind of point the fingers like that in the beginning is because when Russia and these really state-sponsored hackers they really have sort of like an MO where they've been hacking for a long time now. This isn't something new. Russia didn't just start hacking and then figure out how to get into this company all of a sudden. They've been hacking for years and years, and so as Iran, China, the U.S. I mean, everyone has their own cyber warfare team.
Yeah,
and the way that they kind of point the finger at them is because they can just see things throughout the history. From this hack that we knew for sure was Russia. There's some similarities here that we can kind of pinpoint and say, oh, okay, like this is the same thing that they've kind of done before. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of why they can speculate about that.
Yeah.
So far it seems like it's Russia. So we don't know what they're going to do with the information yet. We don't know what they stole.
What kind of software are we talking about, though? Is that another thing that we don't know, or
no? So the software itself was it was called SolarWinds Orion. It's made for really just keeping an eye on your backend servers, because of that.
Yeah.
Because of that, you have to have, you're seeing names of servers, IPs, all these internal information that, you don't want out there in the public. The software really has access to.
Let me ask you something. I not without getting too direct on what you do for work, but or what kind of company you work for, but I mean, like, what
are the nuclear codes, Ricky?
No, I mean, what is that? Because I know once you went to work from home, you were backing up servers like to a cloud, correct?
Correct, yeah.
So what's to keep your guys' stuff safe in comparison to something like this?
Well, I do work for a software company, so this is something that could easily happen to us or any software company that manages their own source code for software. And I will say that luckily I wasn't backing up any of our source code to the cloud because that would be a terrible thing to do.
Yeah.
But there's some things that are less vulnerable. There are some things that really what you need is a strong password, and you should be fine. Make sure that no one can guess it or brute force it.
Not 1, 2, 3, 4, 20, 69.
Or a password 1, 2, 3, and
actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like that's actually not bad password, to be honest.
Yeah, it's actually not a bad password. I remember, we brought up the list before of all the bad passwords that have been broken before.
Wait, what's not a bad password?
Titties 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 69.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's a great password.
Yeah.
What
got letters, numbers.
Couples retreat. In the beginning, Vince Vaughn's character, the his friend breaks through the back, which is fucking Jason Bateman. He breaks through the back door, and then his alarm goes off, and he has to call the alarm company. He's like, "Yeah, no, it's just my friend." And then he's like, "Well, I need your password." He's like, "Ass-tastic." He goes, "Yeah, ASS. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, tastic."
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah. So what does this mean?
Yeah, so
So we don't know.
So what you're saying is we come up with better passwords than the government.
That makes
Kind of. I mean, this was such a sophisticated hack that we're not. This has nothing to do with passwords for once.
I know.
Oh, really? Is that why? I'm like, because I'm like, look at who we're dealing with. All these fucking turtle fuck, old looking motherfuckers. They don't know how to handle.
I don't think Mitch McConnell's in charge of anything as far as national security for software.
For everything. God damn it.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Has your name
earlier.
right here,
Man, we're fucking armed, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, earlier in the year, Trump's Twitter got attached because the password was MAGA123. Someone just guessed it. Got control.
How can they ever do that?
If you what does he say in Endgame? He goes, "Luckily for me, I have experience and patience." And he goes, "A man can do anything if he has those two things."
Yeah, exactly.
No. I'm sorry. Civil War. That's what he says. Fucking.
Fucking Zemo.
Zemo says.
Yeah, I was trying to think. I'm like,
not Civil War. Sorry. I just.
Yeah, I heard that.
It sounded familiar. It sounds so familiar.
I'm getting so confused because I just watched Civil War the other day,
But I was like, no, that's definitely MCU. But Endgame?
Yeah. A man can accomplish anything.
Anything. Experience and patience.
Yeah.
I think there's more to that. But yeah. True. Very true.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Actually, you know what? Total tangent moment, but Law Abiding Citizens, one of my favorite revenge movies. Have you ever seen it with Jamie Foxx and Gerard Butler? Where okay, so
yes. He escapes from prison. He's got the fucking tunnel.
Listen. So Gerard Butler's family gets murdered by just robbers. I'm gonna say that. I'm pretty sure they're just burglars. They just come in, the family's home, they rob the place, but they end up killing his family. Then the justice system, as it does, fails to bring out justice.
Yeah.
Then he fucking goes on this rampage, but not right away. Over time he fucking learns and gets like not training necessarily, but like he fucking gets a plan, and he has some serious shit go down, which I'm trying not to ruin it. But it's a really good revenge.
I thought a really long time ago. That's why I'm like, I only remember certain parts, but I remember
it was on Netflix a while ago, and then I remember just watching it a lot.
Well, I saw it when it was like on rental back when it fucking came out, you know.
But I highly recommend it if you could check that out. Law Abiding Citizen.
If we're doing this,
it's like if you follow the rules, you're fucked. But if you find a way outside the rules,
yeah, gotcha. I got a few that I've been watching or that I've watched.
Yeah.
First of all, Guest House on Netflix. It's a Pauly Shore movie. Garrett will hate it. Ricky will love it.
You said Pauly Shore, and I was out.
Yeah. Pauly Shore plays basically Pauly Shore.
Pauly Shore, yeah.
Nice.
But old Pauly Shore. He's a squatter in the guest house of this house that this couple is buying.
Mm-hmm.
And they have already evicted him, but he won't leave. But he's a tenant in the guest house. They sell the house to this couple, and he just makes their lives miserable. And then so the husband who bought the house, and they pretty much go back and forth. It's like a neighbors type thing.
What's it called?
It's called Guest House. You're gonna hate it. Don't even bother. But Ricky, you'll like it. I think it'll be. It was a fun movie.
Yeah.
It was a funny movie.
2020 film.
Very silly. Just a lot of comics in it. Not a few. There's a few like what the fuck moments, like where you're like where the the plot just there's a lot, but it's a fun indie what the fuck movie.
I need
just turn your brain off.
Yeah.
Fire in the hole!
Steve-O.
Okay.
We're turning it down.
Oh yeah, Steve-O.
We're talking over it so that we don't get pulled.
Steve-O's that guy's boss.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Hey-o.
this is the
Okay.
place.
They pull up to a house.
Shut up and take our money.
Okay, white.
Like the house.
Oh, that's so nice. Shut up, take our money.
Very nice house.
Yeah.
Are you guys here for the party? This is Tommy Lee's sex swing.
Hell no.
Oh,
Just don't feel comfortable allowing some weird to live in our guest house.
that's kind of weird.
Yeah.
I will march out there and I'll say, you got to get out of here in 3 months.
I don't know about you.
Okay.
Okay.
Jump in.
The drug is called Flocka. Some are calling it
Flocka.
the insanity drug.
Can't do that in my house.
Fuck me, bro.
Fuck me, bro.
What?
What?
Yeah.
Did you have a talk with Randy today?
Yeah. I got to get out. Doing that.
Just suck it.
Dude, of all the pipes you got in this place, why do we got to smoke out of this one?
It's how I sort out my pretenders. This makes you my real friend.
Whoa.
That's
Cashews, everything.
Okay. They become friends.
No, I'm not. You're on it.
Just get rid of the guy.
You know what? I might actually not hate this.
There's a lot of titties.
That definitely helps.
Yeah, a
Titties
lot of,
and
I mean,
steel.
a lot of titties and fucking a lot of muff too. Yeah.
I totally forgot to tell you they're bug bombing the house today.
Like, I hate the premise, but it kind of looks like fun.
It's a fun movie. I don't know, man. It's,
Dude, I almost stepped on a possum the other day.
What?
I was going.
all right, hold on. Turn this off. What?
All right, so I was going down my stairs, right, and I'm literally just going to the fucking to go pick up some food, and I'm like, and because that's how I in my head.
You walk like a clown.
Yeah. And as you know, there's not like lights on my staircase, and then I hit on one stair, and I see something
On
go.
the stairs?
Yeah, on the stairs, and I was like, "What the
Oh
fuck?"
my god.
I'm like, ah! And then
Oh my god.
I jumped the remainder of my stairs to the ground floor. Huh? No, that was the thing. That I was like, he fucking hissed into the thing, and I was like, ah! And I jumped off. I jumped off Charlie's Angels style, and I landed on the bottom of the stairs, and I turned around, and there's a fucking possum on my staircase.
Oh my god!
Just chilling on one of the stairs.
Yeah, like, why are you there?
The fuck?
They've been out a lot.
I'm very happy though that it wasn't a skunk, because we have a lot of skunks around here.
Bro, you know what I'm seeing a lot of out here in my area?
What?
Fucking foxes and coyotes.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah.
Like a lot, dude. And they're the ones who
Right,
fuck up.
cat, if I were you,
What?
I wouldn't get a cat if I were
Well,
you.
that's the thing is, I got cats in the backyard, and I hear them fucking hissing and fighting all the time. But
But then I would get a coyote or a fox.
well, that's the thing. Yeah. One at a time. But anyway, yeah, fun movie. Fun. Check it out. Second, there's this movie called Spencer Confidential, and it's with Mark Wahlberg. I think I told you about this last.
I have hiccups.
It's a very, very fun.
I'm listening, but I'm not gonna be on.
Okay. It's a very fun. It looks stupid like on the fucking Netflix, but it's a Netflix movie. It doesn't actually. It's fine. It's just, but it is what it is. You got to take it for what it is, you know. But it's a fun fucking like, cop goes rogue type movie. You know, he give me your badge and shit, and then he still goes and tries to find the corruption and shit, right? Like, so it's pretty good. It's pretty fun because he takes his crew becomes like these guys from like this boxing gym that he's
isn't that with Winston Duke?
Is that
huh?
Is it the old guy?
No, from Black Panther. Get Out. Not Get Out.
No. Different black guy.
No, Winston Duke. He's big, right?
Is it the same black guy?
He's okay. So I forgot his character name in Black Panther.
It might
But
be.
he's the dad in
It might be him.
Where's the one with the untethered?
What?
Not Get Out. The other one.
What, he was in Black?
With
Us.
Oh, fucking
Us.
Us. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's in Us. Yeah.
Yeah, he's the dad.
I think it might be him. I didn't realize he was that fucking big. God, he's so
Yeah, I saw a trailer, but I never actually saw the show.
But it's a great movie. You guys should check it out. It's fun. It's a fun, just like popcorn flick. Just like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, it's a murder mystery type fucking fun. Beat your ass. You know, it's basically fucking Lethal Weapon. You know?
Yeah, that's the vibe that I got from it.
Yeah, it's a fun movie. It's fun.
It's hard. I really want to know what it is that makes us pick what we want to watch. Because for me, there's just so much content out there that I'm like, I don't want to watch that. I want to watch.
You know what I've been watching?
So Rocio was like, "Oh, watch Raised by Wolves and Westworld." I haven't started that, but you know what I did start? Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous on Netflix.
The cartoon,
yeah, and it's really good.
You know what I've been watching?
What?
Sabrina, a lot.
Yeah, I like.
Oh yeah.
The last season, is it on already, or is it going to be on?
I think it's on already, which is what made me go back to watch it all over again. So I'm on season 2, but
I dig it. It's not the best thing, but it's fun. It's
fun. It's fun, and it's very it's very fucking teenagey, but
it's young adult horny.
Yeah,
and magical.
Yeah, it makes me horny.
Yeah. Mind you, all of the actors are above 18. Just so we're clear about all that shit. Yeah.
Look, I mean, the Sabrina girl is so like she's such a innocent little girl, but I'm like, God, there's something about her.
Yeah, I found this was something interesting. Like someone, there was a podcast that I was watching. They're still called podcasts when they're like video podcasts, right? Like,
I guess so. Is that what we're doing?
Yeah,
that's us, right?
Well, we definitely have an audio version, which is what we started with, but now we do video and audio. I just didn't know if there was a difference. But there's a podcast that I watch, and someone was like, "Who's someone that you find attractive, like celebrity, that other people don't necessarily think of, or it's not a very common thought?" Someone was like, "Chloe Grace Moretz." I'm like, "Really?" And then I'm thinking about it. I'm like, "Wait, she's probably like in her 20-something. She's 20-something now."
I saw a movie she was in recently. She's bad, dude.
But me, I'm
bad, like she's bad, bro.
All I can think about is Hit Girl, though.
I know, and it's weird. It's weird, but it's just the same as, hey, some of my younger sister's friends started hitting on me, and they're like fucking 27 now, you know, and it's weird, but they're bad. You know?
No, it's understandable. It's just weird.
Yeah,
like, it just feels like this shouldn't be what it is, but it is what it is.
Or 25, 24.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's weird then, but then like it's hard.
Plus, like, just watch the show. If you don't watch the show, then you understand.
Yeah.
I
was always saying fucking Sigourney Weaver. I thought was so fucking hot, and like a lot of people kind of, but like she was like a heartthrob in the 80s, but for like a couple years, you know, and then she kind of fell off because everyone was like, she's not the elite hot girl. But to me, I'm like, God, she was.
Well, there's different types. Okay, so here's one person that I think has had a great body, but I'm not attracted to her face at all. Jamie Lee Curtis.
Oh, she's always been hot.
But I see her face and I'm like, that just looks like a mom that I don't want to fuck. But her body,
that's because she's got that Karen haircut now. But
always. So
no. Her the original Freaky Friday and the original Halloween, she was pretty fucking bomb skis. I'm gonna say it. And there was a few other things in between that she looked all right. She looked better with age. That's the way I feel about
what I'm talking about, like I go to their peaks. So if there's someone like that who's been working for a while,
but Jamie Lee Curtis now,
think of the striptease dancing in listen. Think of that scene in True Lies. Do you know what I'm talking about? I can't with her face, but like, yes, the intended thing is there.
I see. Well, what about a fucking God damn it! I always fucking butcher her name.
Wow.
Rocky Horror Picture Show. Fuck you. Rocky Horror Picture
no, not Suzanne Summers. What the is?
Suzanne Summers.
No, that's not who.
No, Susan Sarandon.
Susan Sarandon. Yes,
Susan Sarandon.
I love her. She's hot.
She's still hot, and she's like 60 something.
No, we're talking about people that people. We're talking about different ones where it's like people think they're hot, but we don't, or vice versa, where people don't think they're hot and we do.
Okay.
Susan Sarandon. Well, I can't get her name right. Susan Sarandon.
Was a heartthrob.
Everyone thinks is hot.
Yeah.
Ricky confirmed.
Okay, I'll say this.
Yeah.
I'll say this. Kristen Wiig. I think. I mean, but like I thought she was fucking hot before any of this shit. Before
she's similar to the Jamie Lee Curtis in the sense that like I'm not a big fan of her face. As far as
I think she's sexy as fuck. Also,
fine and attractive and whatever.
Even like I don't know, funny chicks are always like hot to me. So
Whitney Cummings is super hot.
Ugh.
Oh, yeah. I just took back all of his words.
But he said comedians are like funny. I'm like I like Whitney Cummings.
No, she's a hot funny girl. That's different. I want somebody who's like semi-attractive but very funny.
Who's your favorite female comedians? Go.
Ever?
3. Sure.
Kathleen Madigan.
I don't know who that is. I'll look her up.
Of course you don't.
Like Kathleen or what?
Kathleen Madigan. Fucking. Actually, I know this chick. Jesus.
I don't think I've ever seen this person.
Blanking on her name. Yeah, of course you haven't, because everyone stole all of her shit. She's fucking remarkable.
Oh, she's 55.
Yeah, she's one of the ones that Amy Schumer stole her stuff from.
Okay, I've just never. No, wait, no, I've seen her before for sure.
I love that.
I'm now seeing pictures of things I've seen her.
I love it, and to me, she's sexy, and she's like what in her 50s, 60s, or whatever. And I've only seen her beyond her prime, you know.
No, okay.
But to me, I just because she's a smart alcoholic, fucking hilarious comedian, you know.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, that makes sense. Like anyone, a lot of people that have who are impressive beyond just physicality.
Jesus
of course.
Christ, dude.
Who are 2 other ones that you think of?
Taylor Tomlinson.
Oh, I know. Yes.
Great.
I agree with you on that one. I remember I told you about it before. I knew you kind of knew about her.
Yeah, I know, but I you understand? I used to do open mics with Taylor Tomlinson.
That's what the conversation went to once I told you that I liked her.
Anyway. Yeah, so she's great. She's amazing. She deserves, you know, all of her. I mean, she's a gem. And I do like Kara Sotanovich. Right? Kara Sotanovich? Yeah, I do like her too.
I don't know who that is either.
You know who she is. She's been on the roast. She's a very attractive white Jew. Of course, she's fucking. she's funny and she's smart but she's also very fucking hot.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ricky, do you have any unconventional people that you think are very hot?
What's up?
I was asking Ricky if he had any unconventional people that he finds attractive.
Isn't that coming straight to my brain right now?
I do like Kira now that I'm looking at her. She reminds me. Okay, so she reminds me of. We're gonna rewind the clock to when I was about 16 and I had my very first restaurant job.
I got you. I'll be right back. I gotta get Robin here.
Okay, well, I thought you would appreciate this story. I was gonna go fuck myself.
Well,
I know Ricky will as well.
I do. Just fucking. Huh? I said, just give me a fucking second. He's at my front door.
Okay, no, it's cool. We'll just pause the podcast. Go for it.
Be back after a quick commercial break.
Yeah, seriously. I knew we did cut you off, which I'm sorry about, but
yeah, it's been way off topic now. It's okay.
It's one of those things that I'm just like, what do we do, Ricky? What do we do with that? What is the government doing? What is happening?
I mean, our government shit, so only some of them are taking it actually seriously.
But what are they? Do you know that they're taking action? Period? Question mark.
No, I mean, yeah, they're not going to say anything, obviously, if they're going to retaliate or what they're going to do exactly.
But it's not retaliating. Like, oh, we got hacked by somebody. We're going to send bombs. Like, what do you do?
Hack them back. That's why we have our own cyber warfare team.
Do you know that we have good hackers? Like, have you seen stories about America's top hacking team has done some hacking?
No, but I mean, that might be a good thing, right?
Maybe, but I'm just like, what do we do? This is actually a conversation I had with someone earlier, where it was like, yeah, no, you guys know that the government confirmed we've seen UFOs, right? And they're like, what? Why is that not talked about? Because no one knows what the fuck they're supposed to do about that information. Right. First of all, we're in the middle of a pandemic where everyone's paying attention to everything because they have nothing to do. Second of all, they confirmed we have seen UFOs, and everyone's like, okay.
Thanks, dude.
Now what? Like,
right.
No one knows what to do with information like that.
Yeah, I think that part, like, you know, one of the worst things about it too is that, like, you know, it's the same thing, just like the pandemic. It goes like, if it doesn't affect me physically right now, then why do I care?
Yeah.
And you know, it's obviously it's a lot bigger. There's a lot bigger that this could be.
Everyone is too worried about killing each other right now that they can't even think about killing aliens. That's what we're at right now.
Yeah. But going back to what I was saying earlier, going back to when I was 16.
Kira Sultanovich.
Yeah, it relates to her.
Okay.
16, and the very first restaurant job I ever had, I was a busboy, and there was a young middle-aged. She was 26, maybe.
She's like,
not middle-aged. Sorry, mid-20s. Wine sommelier. She.
I'm sorry.
All the time would flirt with me, and then the restaurant, you know, it wasn't doing so well, and it was about to close down. And she would tell me stuff like, "Oh, if only you were legal." And I'm like, I don't need to be if you want to be.
You were a teenager?
I was 16 and she was like 26.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, but she looked exactly like the chick that you were telling me. So hold on, give me a second.
Did you guys bang?
No, and that's one of my biggest regrets as a 16-year-old, because it's like I can't think. She looked exactly like this. Like, I'm trying to pull this picture right here.
Yeah,
the third one.
That's what she looked like, and I was like, fuck. Like, as a 16-year-old, I'm not thinking, well, how about we just go back to my place, which is my parents' house, or you know.
No, but you
don't mind my roommates.
Next time your husband's not home, you give me a call, bitch.
No, she was single. She like that was the whole thing, that I just didn't know how to play it.
Yeah, because you were 16.
Because I was 16. But
damn, dude, I bet you if you gave her
she looked exactly like that.
If you gave her just like this much extra fucking effort, she would have fucked your brains out.
Like, off screen, I'll show you what she actually looks like, and it's basically that.
Just a follower.
Yeah, except now she has a husband and like 2 kids. But I mean,
all right, well, check it out. I have to do another podcast with Rob right now. So,
oh, okay, fuck us.
Well, we gotta eat burritos, and then we're doing a podcast.
All right, guys. Well, that sounds like a good place to sign off anyway. We did cover everything. We did a really good job. I really want to thank Jasmine Flores, of course, for coming on the show. She was awesome, even though Ryan doesn't remember meeting her in the first place. And
I will never forget today.
Not today. And then you can follow her on Instagram.
She said the last time.
And then see if you get into dancing. Of course, you can do online private show or private lessons, and just see if you want to get into that type of stuff. And of course, you can follow us everywhere where you can see our names. And we will be back next week, and we appreciate you. Have a good night.
Love you.
Bye bye.
Bye, everybody.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hit it already! Ow!